Something that was extremely life-changing for me is having the mindset of I am the exception to the rule. I am literally the exception to the rule. I tell people this all the time, and I absolutely love teaching this to other people, because once you start living your life as if you are the exception to the rule is when your entire life would literally change for the better. So you know how people are quick to be like, especially on social media, we'll use social media as the example, where people are like, oh, you have to have a niche. You have to have a niche. Niche down, niche down, niche down. And I've always thought to myself where I was like, I don't want to be put into a box. I like to dance. I like to cook. I like to talk. I like spirituality. I like all of it. So like, why would I dim myself down and put myself in a box? Exactly what it felt like. So then I was like, I'm the exception to the rule. No, people are going to follow me to follow me. People will like me for me. Fuck that. And all of a sudden, that became true. As I always say, and I will say in every single video, I will say this all the time, that your reality is a reflection of your thoughts. If you genuinely believe something to be true, it is true. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because you genuinely believe that. So like, just like, for example, why prayer works, why affirmations work, why spells work, because you genuinely believe that they would. Why prayer fails, while spells fail, while you're like, I've been doing the affirmations and they're not working, because you're saying them and you don't believe it. That is why it failed. That's why it doesn't work. Why you fail a test, because you feel like you don't know the information. If you felt like you know the information and you're solid on, yes, I know the information on this test and I'm going to pass, you're going to pass because you believe that you would. You knew what was on the test. You know what I mean? I hope I doesn't sound like I'm yelling. I just get really excited. I just get really excited when I'm talking. Hello? Guy almost hit me. So as I said, whatever you believe to be true is true. You believe that you are the exception to the rule, then you are. And you need to start moving throughout life that way. Who gives a crap that you're supposed to do X, Y, Z? And people are like, you can't do it that way. You have to do it this way. No, ma'am. I am the exception to the rule. And so you are. And the universe is forced to show you that. Your reality will mirror that, because your world is a mirror. Your world will literally mirror that to you because you believe that you're the exception to the rule. Try it. You have nothing to lose. I highly recommend you try it. I love it. I love it. Great example as well. So my household just got over a sickness, right? My son, he goes to preschool. He gets the preschool cooties, right? And we know that norovirus, the flu, all kinds of crazy shit is going around right now. And so my son had norovirus. And then all of a sudden, my husband ended up getting the flu. And I literally looked at them and I was like, I'm not catching that. No, ma'am, I'm not getting that. No. Nope. And my husband was like, I hope not. Now, keep in mind, before anybody's like, you just have a strong immune system. I do not. I actually take immune suppressants. I have a medication that lowers my immune system like crap. And when I want to say the first year and a half of me taking it, I genuinely was like, because they kept telling me, be careful, you can get sick. My brain was wired to believe, oh my God, my immune system is garbage because of my medication. So because I kept believing that and that was in my head, then that's what the world was forced to show me, that was going to be my reality. You know what I mean? You got to stop believing that. You got to rewire your brain. So for this, I use it as an experiment. I was prepared if I was going to be sick, then I'm just going to be fucking sick. But I kept telling myself, no, ma'am, I'm the exception to the rule. Because you would think, obviously, once a sickness touches one person, it's going to spread through your house like wildfire. But I kept saying, I'm not catching that. My husband was on his deathbed. Like, he felt like, a man cold. He was like, I'm sick. I'm sick. And then he's on the couch, like, just crying about it for, like, the past week. Or for, like, an entire week. And I was taking care of him, and I was taking care of my son. Of course, I have 2 other kids. And literally, I came out of that unscathed. I did not catch any of it. I didn't have a cold. I didn't have a sniffle. I didn't have a sneeze. Not one thing. Because I genuinely believed that I am the exception to the rule. I was like, nope, I'm not going to get sick. No, I have a very strong immune system. What I believe to be true is true. I said what I said. It is what it is. That's how you need to move through life. fuck what anybody else tells you. Oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You absolutely can do that. Billionaires, millionaires. People keep saying that they have unrealistic expectations. Do they? Or do they genuinely believe they're the exception to the rule? Ever wondered why they always get what they want, money aside? Because they genuinely believe they're the exception to the fucking rule. That is why. You gotta start thinking like them. Gotta start thinking like them. They believe they can get away with all kinds of shit, then they can. You believe you can get away with all kinds of shit, then you can. But as soon as you start to waver and as soon as you start to doubt, that's when, boop, it all will fail. So you got to believe that you won't fail. You got to believe that it is what it is. I'm the exception to the rule. Screw you guys. And then that is true. It's that simple. Like when people say, oh, life isn't meant to be easy. If you believe that, then that's what you're going to see. If you believe, oh no, life is easy for me, then it is because you believe that. Remember, it's what you believe. So keep brainwashing yourself to do that. I like to call it brainwashing. You don't have to call it that. Call it whatever you wish to call it. But I always tell myself I'm brainwashing myself. And it's worked. It's worked. Trust me, it's worked. I've seen so many changes. I've seen so many things that people said I couldn't do, and I did it. Because I believed I could. And I was like, screw you, I'm the exception to the rule. I can do whatever I want. That's how you need to do it. And I feel like that's what low-key the higher ups don't want us to know. They don't want commoners. And I'm saying that very loosely, okay? They don't want commoners and people like us. You know, I don't mean it in a negative way. But for a lack of better words, people like us to be awake and to know these things. Because once they realize that we can do all these things and like bend reality and change our lives for the better just with our thoughts, they're in trouble. Because when we all collectively wake up as one, they're screwed. They're in danger. They're in danger. And I love that for us. I love that for us. Like, I am on a mission to change everybody's minds for the better, in a good way. Like, letting you know you can do B, C, do whatever you want in this life. This is your life. You are a Sims character. Think of it that way. You know, when you're a Sims character, you can make them do whatever the hell you want them to do. Look at your life as you are a Sims character. And that's not meant to be bad. That's how I look at myself. I'm like, oh, today I want to be this Barbie. Tomorrow I can be this Barbie. No one can tell me what I can and cannot do. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, I hope that was helpful in some sort of way. Oh my God. On the card, 8888. Wow. Further confirmation. Holy crap, I'm zoomed in. Well, that was your confirmation that my message was spot on. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this.